opportunity today to gain points as a whole class. And the way that's going to work is that if I see you following directions and meeting expectations, I will give you individual points that can add up in this entire classroom, right? So if you reach 50 points today, there's a total of 70 points you can actually get. If you reach 50 points today, you can sit next to whoever you want tomorrow. So it is important that you follow along with Corbin and work. No. Okay, so Corbin, as he said, he knows what the area of this circle is. And what are we looking for? You write a question mark, please? Everybody should be writing along. If you are following along with Corbin, you can get some points. 200.96. So Evelyn is writing her stuff down. That's 1 point. I see Lucy is, Nicole is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's an All right, Corbin, what's your next step?
We need to figure out how to find circumference.
And what do we know? What's the formula for circumference?
2 pi.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
So, remember this pretty well.
Follow along with Corbin. And how do we know how we solve for area? What's that equation?
What is it, pi r squared.
Good teamwork.
Alright, so.
Okay. So if we wanted to figure out how to find the radius, which is what we need for circumference, what should we do to the area?
Plug in the area. Like,
What was that? Divide what? Divide what by pi? So if we divided this by pi, we would be able to figure out what r squared is, right? Follow along with Corbin, please.
It equals it's 64.
So 64 equals what?
Pi r squared is 8.
Pi r squared?
Equals 64 squared.
64 equals what squared?
The area, it's the radius.
Radius.
64 is radius.
64 equals r squared, right? Guys, guess what? This problem is a problem on your test.
So,
The radius is 8.
No.
64 equals r squared,
oh.
right? How do you solve that?
Now let's not start with it.
Yeah.
So, 8.
So r equals 8, but what are we looking for?
Radius. Circumference.
So what are you going to do with that number?
So you plug in.
You're going to plug it in, everyone should be following along.
6.28 times 8. Somebody do that for me. 6.28 times 8.
Where'd you get 6.28?
2 times 3.14.
Ah. 15.4. Guys, everyone's diligently working. Yep, that is the answer. Everyone should have what Corbin did on their piece of paper. So if you look and see, Corbin knew, actually a lot of you knew, that if you want to find the circumference, a key important factor is the radius. And if you have the area already, you can figure out how to get the radius by doing some division, dividing by pi, and he found this, right? 64 equals r squared. Found the square root, r equals 8. All you have to do is plug that number back into this equation, and you can find the circumference. All right, so the second person that has a problem on the board is turn. Same rules apply, everyone. Follow along. Write out his work on your piece of paper. He is your guide. He's certified by TPS.
No, I'm certified by Oklahoma Promise.
What's your problem?
My problem is to solve for x. Right hand.
All right, everyone should copy this down on their papers, just like Corbin.
You mean
Some beautiful triangles being drawn. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, Mr. Seals, what do you know about this triangle that's going to be pivotal to solving this?
It's 180 degrees.
All the angles must equal.
180.
So what are you going to do?
So what I would do or what I should do?
What would you do, Mr. Seals? You're the teacher.
Yup.
What was the bottom number?
55.
55.
Or minus that. What? I gotta pay attention to my class right now. Alright. So I did 180 minus 55. And I got 125.
Why did you do
Why
that?
would you want to do that?
Because these two have to equal 125. I'm gonna get the radius, so just follow along.
Oh, interesting, interesting. So the way he did it was he knows that. He knows we have 55 already, right?
Do we have to do it his way?
No, 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 no. This is just Mr. Seals' way. This is his
This
shortcut.
is the T-Seals way. That's what it is. Alright.
Yeah, like this.
Alright, and then
What are you doing over there? Can't really see it. Binding like terms.
yeah.
Now, I thought we agreed that it had to equal 125.
I'm not on that part. Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes. Okay. Everyone should be copying what he is doing.
Okay, I'll do it.
You got 40
I see Evelyn and Chris doing it.
How many points we need?
You get 50. X equals 10. So why don't you walk me through this? How did you do that?
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, it was
Is it
done
right?
in a different way.
How are you doing
So Mr. Steele's work is correct, but there's a different way you can do it. Who did it like this? Taking these two, adding them to 55, and setting it equal to 180. Thumb up if you did that.
I did that. I didn't do it, but I did.
I don't
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
I don't know.
That way works too. This is just the T-Seals way.
Yup.
All right, next we have Miss.
Are you sure that's the right way to do it? I don't know if it's the only way.
Please, everyone follow along with her problem. Draw it as she is drawing it. Remember, teamwork today benefits tomorrow. All right, before you go any further, Lizzie, what shape is this?
Oh, I got it. Oh, yeah,
It's a parallelogram. Use your brains and try to remember, what do we know about parallelograms? Lizzie, what do we know?
I don't know.
Well, you seem to know what you're doing.
I think I know what I'm doing.
All right, stop. Everyone, what did Lizzie do right here? It should be on your papers too.
She extended her one. Oh, no, no.
Do you see this? Why did she do this?
360.
True, but we don't know these other two angles.
Yeah.
Parallelograms are essentially,
Corresponding.
as Lizzie pointed out, these are two parallel lines.
Yeah.
And this line is dissecting them, right? Or, yeah, transversing them. So what do we know about these two angles? What's their relationship?
No.
Not the same.
They're transverse.
What does it mean when something together equals 180? Supplementary! They're supplementary angles. Go on, Lizzie. If you are following along with Lizzie on your paper, you get more points. We are halfway there. Get working, people. Yep. What's X equal? Oh, we put it here. Yes. That is absolutely correct. Thank you, Lizzie. So what Lizzie did, also another one of the questions I pulled from the test you had this weekend, is she figured out the angle relationship because she knows her properties of parallelograms, and she was able to solve for the missing variable x by doing algebra. So, now I want everyone to turn the page in their packet, follow along with me, and work together, we can get through this. We have 25 points, so we're already halfway there, and we're almost halfway through class. So if we keep this up, we should get to the 50 points, right? All right. So, in your packets, I've made you 3 guides to solving 3 of your toughest objectives. And what I mean by that is objectives that all of you together struggled with. So you'll see solving complex equations, solving complex problems with transversal planes, and solving for arc length of a circle. So you have 3 step-by-step guides for you that if you need to, you can rip them out of your packet, you can use them as reference, you can look back to them when you're doing those problems, they're there for you and they outline every single step. So, I want you, as a table group, to read aloud the steps to each other. There should be at least 3 people per table group, right, Mr. Payne? Right. So I want you to number off by 3s. 1, 2, 3. If you have a table of 4, the 4th person is going to be the accountability person. So, go ahead and read the steps to each other for solving complex equations. And I want you to circle and underline important things. Go. You are 1, you are 2, you are 3. Read the steps to each other.
You're being kicked off the island.
Not remove points. You read step 1, you read step 2, you read step 3. And then together, fill out PEMDAS. What's Sorry, guys. I hear Nick reading aloud the steps. You can explain it to them if you know how to explain to them.
Hey, what the E stand for? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, and this.
Oh, wait, to fill it out?
Exactly. Fill it out. PEMDAS is crucial to this, which remember was a big struggle this afternoon. All right. Move on to the next page. Solving complex problems with transversal planes. There's 4 steps this time. Assign someone to read 2 steps. Circle and highlight and underline important things. Yes, sir, we are. I hear Evelyn reading the steps. I hear Nick.
Step.
I hear Lizzie. Read the steps, underline, highlight. There are going to be problems like this in your guided and independent practice today.
Oh, we can use this.
You can use these, yes, they are your tools. I hear conversations not about math. I hear conversations about math.
Just highlight stuff on it. Just reading stuff on it.
Calling for art thing. Turn it over. These pieces of paper are going to be your tools today. You through? You want to
No, the third one.
No,
but I pay attention.
Okay. According to Mr. Nick, we should be finished. Everyone look up here, please.
Oh, we're not even done.
Oh, snap. Okay, this table's not done, so maybe we need to reread some steps.
How hard is it?
Go through all of your worksheets. Get to
Oh
the
yeah,
art
we're not
like,
finished.
art
Okay,
like.
no. Still right here.
See about
Write the equation of substitution, isolate the variable, square roots, identity, and
Okay. Everyone wrap up reading and look up here, please. Alright, beautiful. So, our next step is everyone looking up here? I have about 50% of the class looking at me. Everyone's looking. Wonderful. The next step is to go into your guided practice. You will see these problems that you were just reading over with empty boxes for you to fill out to do your steps. I want you to do that in your groups. You don't move on from a step until everyone is finished with that step at your table. And if I see you jumping ahead, no points for you. But if you were on task following along with your table group, points for everyone. Did you already do this? This one? You already did this one? Let me see how you do it. Octavia's not done, so she tells me you're not working this room.
Alright, so.
Walk up for me. For real, you guys didn't do your test? So walk right through. So that you're gonna do. I see this table working together. I think Mr. Sealy is working with this group. He's just chit-chatting. Alright, turn this over, and we're starting our problem. Yes. And you know what's cool about this table is that you weren't here, and you weren't here, but Crystal was.
I know how to do this. I mean, I'm not that.
Let's work together.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Wait a minute. This is for congruent triangles. On a triangle, what do you know? Yeah, I know. Two.
Ease.